Two unexpected updates have caught Eagles fans off guard in the last few hours. One involves a quarterback who keeps turning heads year after year and now finds himself at a turning point in his career. The other comes from a quiet move behind the scenes that sparked rumors and dragged a key offensive name into the conversation. Tanner Mckee, Dorian Thompson-Robinson, Kyle McCord, Jacorian Bennett, and even Dallas Goedert are all part of the latest buzz. If you're a true Eagles fan, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. Let's get into it. 2 summers ago, Tanner Mckee rolled into the preseason with something to prove, and man, he made sure folks took notice. Fast forward to now, he's done it again. Put on a show last summer, and here we are. The kid's officially locked in as QB2 behind Jalen Hurts. No more fighting for a roster spot. He's not sweating the depth chart like the 2 guys behind him, Dorian Thompson-Robinson and Kyle McCord, who are battling it out just to stick around. Mckee might get some run, maybe a drive or two, when the Eagles face the Bengals tonight at 7:30. But he's treating it just like any other outing. "I've had my routine dialed in for a while now," he said. "Script, plays, mindset. I've always prepared like I'm the starter. But yeah, getting those extra reps now, throwing to more dudes in live action, that's a big deal." Let's rewind real quick. In his rookie preseason, when Marcus Mariota was holding down the number 2 spot, Mckee went 39 of 72 for 452 yards and a touchdown. Not flashy, but enough to raise eyebrows. Last year, he upped the completion rate to 64%, 34 of 53, threw for 294 yards, and had 1 pick. That was with Kenny Pickett and Will Grier also in the mix. Then came that big moment against Dallas. Pickett goes down, Mckee steps in, goes 3 for 4 for 54 yards and drops 2 touchdowns, helping Philly lock up the NFC East. And in the regular season finale versus a tanking Giants squad, Mckee started, went 27 of 41 for 269 yards, 2 scores, just another day. Then came the big break. Eagles dealt Pickett to Cleveland. Mckee got the call from GM Howie Roseman, who told him he's the new number 2. "I was hyped," Mckee said. "Love Philly. Want to be here as long as I can. And knowing they trust me to run the show if anything happens to Jalen? That's huge." Now, about those guys trying to make the team, McCord, a 6th-round pick just like Mckee, is probably the front runner to be the emergency QB. DTR could be a solid practice squad option, but with his skill set, some QB-hungry team like maybe the Raiders might scoop him up. Especially since he's got a history with Chip Kelly from their UCLA days. Mckee's been in their corner, showing them the ropes like Mariota and Pickett once did for him. "Just trying to pay it forward," he said. "It's a little easier with Dorian since we came in together, same year. With Kyle, it's more about helping him learn how to be a pro. In college, your plate's full with everything. In the league, it's all football all the time. I'm just trying to help him build good habits, film work, recovery, the whole deal." Tanner Mckee might be the backup now, but he's moving like a guy who's ready for more. And if you thought that was surprising, the second story is even bigger. And it just broke from deep inside Philly's front office. The Eagles already surprised us once this training camp by pulling off a low-key trade for cornerback Jacorian Bennett from the Raiders, flipping defensive lineman Thomas Booker forward to make it happen. Now the question is, could Howie Roseman have another move up his sleeve? Sure, it's always possible, but don't get sucked too deep into the trade rumor vortex. Every year, the NFL rumor mill churns out more speculation than actual deals, and most of it never comes close to reality. Fans dream up blockbuster trades, analysts throw out ideas, and social media goes wild with theories. But the truth is, most front offices are way quieter and more surgical with their moves. That Bennett for Booker swap? No one saw that one coming. That's how Philly and most teams roll, stealth mode. Still, the chatter never stops, and recently Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox added some fuel to the fire with his "one player from each team who should be on the trade block" column. For the Eagles, he tossed tight end Dallas Goedert into the speculative fire pit. Knox made the case that Philly might want to circle back and see what kind of offers they could get for Goedert before the regular season kicks off. His reasoning? The Birds brought in Kylan Granson and Harrison Bryant this offseason, and they saw some upside in Grant Calcaterra last year. So maybe, just maybe, they could survive without Goedert and score some draft picks in the process. He also mentioned Goedert's contract restructure as something that gives the Eagles flexibility either way. But here's the deal. This idea had legs months ago, around draft time. Since then, The tone has totally changed. The Eagles and Goedert's are locked in for 2025, and both sides sound fired up about it. Trading him now doesn't make much sense financially or from a team-building perspective. The savings would be minimal, and he's still a valuable piece of the offense, especially with how this team likes to utilize tight ends. So yeah, while it's always fun to play GM and cook up what-if scenarios, this one looks dead in the water. Don't expect Goedert's to be going anywhere anytime soon. The team seems to be making quiet moves, but they say a lot about what's coming next. Nothing's random in Philly. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Eagles news.